I'm having a blast. I hope you all are having a blast watching this too. He hops on his parachute and floats down, and then I go ahead and get him. After the awesomeness of that air battle, I decided to land on Maze Bank. I kinda screw around for a couple minutes and then I go ahead and just jump off. Let's go ahead and see what happens next, shall we? No-Mo Prodigy is still my target. Still want to put him in the Malone zone. So let's go ahead and do just that. Let's open that fart jar lid a little bit more. He got another off-radar kill. On his broomstick. What a surprise. At this point, this guy's got a little bit of a spawn trap going. He's got his oppressor. I can see that he's got the cheap advantage, so I'm gonna go ahead and do what they do. I'm gonna go ahead and kill myself. He's in ghost or off radar again, so I go off the radar. I end up catching him on his little speedy bike, his little MK2 suppressor, because it suppresses skill. As other YouTubers would say, it's a skill issue. But I have skill issues too. I'm going after him again. He jumps off the radar, so I decide to use my little brain cells. I go ahead and call a mugger. Let's go ahead and dig in and see what happens next, huh? That was another one of those FU kills, you know what I mean? So I head on back to the store. This has got to be really irritating, this guy. But anyway, let's go ahead and dig in and see what happens next. Yeah. He creeps up in his bandito, but I'm ready yet again. I figure it's time to double down on RC use. I'm about to jump in my car. This kill's funny because I'm going extremely fast and I run him over. You can't even hear me hit him, but I got him. I still was able to get the kill. Let's go ahead and see what happens after that, shall we? He jumped into RC in just the nick of time. So this is why I have to post all the edits and clips the way I do, because this guy wants to call me a coward because I'm using RC and whatnot. But the funny thing is, yet again, he was doing it first while I was in the store. Such amazing characters we meet. The fart jar's lid has to be put back on so it can store up some more fumes. Hey, he finally figured out how to kill me in the store. I'm not gonna let him spawn trap me with his oppressor. I have experienced that way too many times. So I go ahead and run down into the subway. I blow myself up. And then I reset, get a new spot, new position, and I try a new tactic. Let's take a look, shall we? He's in RC again. I jump in the Deluxo, use the homing to get rid of him. He ends up respawning right beneath me. Let's go ahead and see how I handle him this time. I use my high IQ points, and I call a mugger. This is gonna be one of the funniest and most annoying kills you'll see in the clip. This guy, No Mo Prodigy, has to be extremely mad, throwing his controller mad. Know what I mean? Well, since he's gonna go ghost, I'm gonna go back home and have me another drink. I head back out of the crib, I go ahead and steal me a car, and I head on back down to the clothing store area, and this is when we finally get to see him go ahead and jump into the wall breach. And I go ahead and troll him about it and give him a hard time. And he doesn't deny it either. It's amazing. Let's dig in and take a look, shall we? And as you can see, I'm in passive mode because I saw him go to the wall breach. I go ahead and land on top of where he's at, and I start trolling. I switch into my RC so that I can send him some messages and talk some smack. It's pretty funny, and as soon as I do, he jumps out of the wall breach and tries to attack me, and fails again. Notice how he jumped onto his oppressor, couldn't see me, and then he goes in and goes back into the wall breach. Here, have a little disrespect. Sometimes aim assist is extremely hazardous to you, like right there. Anyway, as I respawn, you can see that he went back into his wall breach, so I go ahead and go under the canopy there to talk some smack and troll him a little bit more. Let's see what happens next, shall we?
How can I be of service? Okay, going dark. You've got 1 minute.
After he killed me, I was still off the radar, so I was able to run over to my Deluxo and hop in. As soon as I go back on radar, he jumps back into his breach. I go ahead and blow up his oppressor, and I talk some more smack, and then I head on back to my house to have a drink. After I have a drink, I go ahead and head back out over to the clothing store. Now I'm gonna try a new trick. He's been seeing me go into the store this whole time, so now I'm gonna go ahead and park right on top of the store and stand there so he thinks I'm in the store. But then some green goober comes by, and I go ahead and kill them, and then they end up getting a revenge kill on me, and then they go ghost. So now I've got a green CEO and a blue CEO that are both going ghost on me, so now things are getting a little tricky. Let's go ahead and dig in and take a look, shall we? And in typical, non-surprising fashion, they've got explosive ammo too. Here's probably the most annoying clip in the video. I go ahead and take my Deluxo into the store. I'm gonna try to do this trick on him, and he shows up. But guess who calls me in the worst possible time ever? Good old Lester. So when he calls me, I can't shoot a rocket. I end up jumping out of my car and he kills me. And then he talks smack like he did something special, even though it was me having a mistake because my stupid cell phone rang. So he jumps back into his wall breach. I'm flying over him with my Deluxo, taunt him with my horn, and he ends up getting a kill on me with some explosive ammo. And this is the second kill, and then he started talking crap going, see, I told you I'd do it. Funniest part is you had to be off radar. I had to have a cell phone call me right when my Deluxo gets blown up, and then you have to kill me from a breach. I think you have a bit of a skill issue compared to me. I might be a noob, but you? Ooh, you're a poop bag. I go ahead and jump into my RC tank so that we can go back and forth messaging. Usually I either go home or I jump into an RC vehicle and hide so I can do that. But we go back and forth quite a bit, and I'm gonna show you those clips at the end. So, as soon as I jump back out of my RC, he messages me and asks me if I kicked him out of the lobby. The funniest thing about it is I don't know how to kick. I'm not a computer geek. I have a controller and an Xbox One. I don't even use BST. So I go ahead and pick my nose. Oh yeah, I forgot. Let's go ahead and check out the bonus messages. So here they are, all the extra special messages. I gotta get toxic with him. He's a crazy dude. So the whole lobby, at the very beginning when I was bounty baiting, he didn't come after me except for in a tank. And I knew it was him. That's why I started playing dirty. And then he wanted to call me out for it. Look at all the comments. Funniest part is if you watch the whole video, I pretty much was smacking him around. And it's pretty embarrassing when you're getting snapped and slapped by the fart jar as he opens his lid.
Yeah, motherfucker. I got more game than the average. I'm savage. Yeah, Alpha Omega. More game than the Sega. More game than PlayStation. More game than your Xbox. More game than the Dropbox. Yo, I'm an average savage. Creeping in the cabbage. Money is my mission. I'm gonna kill. Soldier for life. Torture for life. Yeah. Yo, it mess. Death, detention. Come on, motherfuckers, get your guns. Military style, military made. Motherfucker, time to pray. It's doomsday. I'll have it my way. It's thrown back. OMS and the bodies will stack. Yo, you better get your flow on. And so on and so on.
And I leave the lobby. It was fun. I hope you had fun. I know I did. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!